So this weather is so hot and it's so humid. The sky is bright blue and so is the sun. The sun's got summer heat. It's the last day of winter today. From next month onwards, it's supposed to get hot. And I looked at well, I didn't really read the article, but I noticed the headline that September. So from tomorrow, September, the month of September is supposed to be once again very, very hot. And it basically said there was not going to be any rain expected. And September was the month when they were saying that there was going to have some rain. There's my tomato plants, they're holding on. So basically, if we don't get any rain in September, good luck getting rain in October. Almost no chance of getting rain in November. And then December's when it's at its hottest. So we might be heading towards a really disastrous summer. I can already see the person I live with thinks that their house paint that they use is going to be weatherproof, but it's not actually weatherproof. They don't want to pay an extra couple $100 for a weatherproof, like a flame-proof coating, because the weatherproof paint is only generally weatherproof. It might protect the house from sun, but it won't protect the house from fire. They're going, no, I'm going to paint the house with weatherproof paint, and that's enough. And I'm like, if it gets really hot, if we get next to no rain, and then summer comes along, not assuming that we really will, exactly, but we might be headed for a bushfire around here. It got very close last week. Across the road and behind the houses was on fire. It didn't get to the houses across the road and didn't get to us, but it was pretty nearby. And it's not like obscene to have something like our backyard wick on fire. You literally, even if you do get a storm in November, say, which is when some storms rock around, a lightning just has to strike dry leaf litter and everything goes flambe. So we might be heading for an extremely dry summer, and possibly the risk of bushfire might be higher than usual, I would think, because it's never summer temperatures at the end of winter. It's usually a much cooler temperature, and since it's like 34 degrees, you can imagine what the ground's going to be like within a couple of months if we don't get any rain. And like I said, they were saying rain in September, but now they're saying no rain in September. And then October never has rain. November sometimes has rain. And it's not really until February that we get rain again. So that's just like the risks. We do have fire blankets, but we're not really equipped to handle a fire. And stuff like that. So that's just thoughts on the dryness, because it's very hot. Everything's drying up, everything on the ground. What isn't the plants that we look after is really getting very dry. And it's not spring, it's not summer. And since spring isn't going to be very wet, by the time it's summer, we might get a bushfire. We might not. We'd be very lucky if we didn't, but we also might. It's a scary thought